Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Probably noticed a different camera angle this morning. That is because for some reason my other cameras will not connect. I keep saying lost connection to host. Not sure what's going on there, but it is what it is. We keep it rolling. We don't allow small setback to deter us, to prevent us from moving forward, and to keep things rocking and rolling. So we're going to keep it going anyway. Just technical difficulties. It is what it is. Just another hurdle for us to learn to conquer and get past. So today we are talking about increasing our luck. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Make sure everything is working out well on that side as well. Hopefully things are all good. So that should be that. I'm going to actually jump onto my page so I can make sure I can hear it. Hello, good morning. Like I said, jump into that chat. Let us know where you're listening from, how you doing, how was your sleep, how's your day going? Oh, it's just something totally wrong with the connection, period. Okay, so let's get this going. So, like I said, what we're talking about today is increasing our luck. I know everybody's heard somebody talk about luck at some point, whether it be good or bad, in their favor, not in their favor. Luck. So that is what we are discussing today. What is luck anyway? Is it that which we call a force in the universe? Is it something that can be created and noticed by us? Some people say that there are certain lucky things you can do to increase your chances of achieving success. Others think that luck is nothing more than an excuse for failure or an explanation for why someone has great success. The truth is, the more we put ourselves into situations where luck could happen, the better our odds will be at being successful. For me, luck is where preparation meets an opportunity. So the more we prepare, the more we increase our skill sets, the more we get better at what it is that we do, the luckier we will seem to be getting. It's not luck. It is that preparation that allows for when that opportunity comes, it makes our skill sets, ourselves, everything about us fit right into where it needs to be. Okay, so some on the outside will call that luck. He got lucky, she got lucky, they got lucky. It just happened to work out perfectly for them because of this, that, and the other. When in actuality, it was just the time, the work, the effort put in to allow that opportunity to flourish in our favor. Okay, so we have to make sure that each day we are improving. Each day we are getting better. Each day we're taking the opportunities that we have to increase that luck for when we're trying to do things. We receive what we expect good things. We do what we can to look on the bright side and stay optimistic. What is the point in walking around and expecting the worst all the time? Yes, we could have had a bad situation happen to us in the past, but that does not mean it will continue to happen to us in the present, especially when we are doing what we can each day to get better and improve. So, yes, things may have not necessarily worked out before. Yes, things have been derailed. Maybe it has forced us to believe that forces in the universe are working against us when that's not necessarily the case. Can we sit down and dissect what it is that we have been doing up until this point? Have we actually been putting in the work? Have we actually been doing all that we can to get to where we want to be? That's one thing that I focus on when it comes to our facility is how many connections and touches am I making each and every day? Am I reaching enough people every day to where those that are in the facility continue to feel loved and cherished and think of the word here. They feel like they are a part of something, not just a monthly subscriber or a monthly member. We want them to feel more than that. And then on top of that, in order for us to grow, I'm not able to expect us to grow in a certain manner simply by saying, I want it right now, let's get it going. It should be here in the next 2 or 3 days. No, in order for us to grow, it's going to take days, weeks, and months in order for us to grow to the point that we want to get to down the road. And in order for that to happen, it means there has to be a ton of work put on in the back end that's going to show up down here down the road. Okay, so that is something that's very important. Is I know that in order, if we have certain goals that we want to reach, the work is going to have to start way back here, and I'm going to have to put that time and effort and energy in to then be able to see the fruits of that labor later down the road. Okay, so it's going to take time. So are you putting in the work right now? Yes or no in the chat. Are you grinding it out? Yes or no in the chat. Are you getting after it daily? Yes or no in the chat. Let us know. Okay, chat, comment, like, share, subscribe. Follow our gut. Okay, the human brain is complex and amazing, but sometimes it can be hard to decipher the messages that we receive on an unconscious level. It's always important to follow your gut. No matter what you are feeling deep inside, there has a reason. It has a reason for being there, even if you don't know how or why yet. Listen to it. Don't be afraid of taking risks. Luck will find you if you keep up the search for the opportunity and don't give up when things go wrong. The more we listen to our gut, the better off we are at seizing opportunities that come our way while avoiding disasters that lurk in every corner. So everybody has that gut instinct. Everybody gets that little notion that says, hey, this is what we should do. This is the way that we should approach things. This is what should happen, right? And we have to be able to listen to that inside of us and be able to say, okay, this is what we're going to do, and this is the direction that we're going to take. And again, I'll take it back to the examples for the gym. Purchasing another building to go with our current facility. It's us jumping into another space. It's us saying we're going to grow, but I have to listen, and I should say we have to listen to that gut instinct telling us that it's going to be a good move or it's a bad move. That's tough to decipher at times, and it's tough to recognize, okay, yes, this is something that we should do, or no, this is something that we should not do. And that is oftentimes tough because you know you are taking a huge and significant risk, because the risk for us is going to be financial. We have to put in so much money in order for us to grow that area. Emotionally, it's going to be a roller coaster because things are not going to go according to schedule. Everything's not going to work out exactly the way we want. We might have to change things up. Physically, we're going to have to be in there grinding it out. We do a lot of our demos so that we can save the money, which means we're going to be more tired, which means we're not going to be getting stuff done over here, stuff done over there. Mentally, you're stressing yourself out. You're trying to figure out, is this the best route? Should this work? Am I listening to my gut? Is this what my gut is telling me? So there's so much that goes into it, okay? So continue to keep an open mind, continue to press forward, and continue to recognize that everything is not going to go as smoothly as you may or may not like it to, okay? Find more opportunities to get lucky. So you might not be able to control your future, but you can increase the odds of being lucky by giving yourself more opportunities. Be open and alert for great possibilities that are just passing you by. They're out in the world. They are out in the world waiting. You won't find on a couch at home. Get up and go outside, for luck is what you need, right? So again, I love to bring up personal examples because I've lived through it, I've gone through it, and in my opinion, it's the best way to share stories. So when I'm coaching my boys soccer team, or somebody asks me a question about what it took to be pro, how were you pro, so on and so forth. I always say to them, I was not the good player. I was not the star player. I was not that superstar player. The difference between me and a lot of other players, in order to have gotten to that level, is that I was willing to outwork everybody. I was willing to put my effort in. I was willing to leave it all out on the field, and I was willing to do more than necessary in order for me to stay. So there were certain areas in my skill set that I lacked in order to be a professional soccer player. But what I was willing to do was show up an hour before practice and get certain things done. That may be getting in the weight room, that may be preventative exercises, that may be going through game film, and that's doing practice, and then staying another hour after practice to do the same, recover properly, watch more game film, asking certain questions to maybe those things that I didn't know the answers to, right? So now I'm putting in all of that time, and that time over days, weeks, months, years, putting in that time to where finally things may look as though the game is going smoother for me when it comes to game time or the career that I was having as a professional athlete. But what people don't see is that all of that time, effort, energy that you put into it is now creating what they see as lucky, that you just showed up and you made the team. You just showed up and you were able to play. All of that is something that comes from us willing to put in that effort. So we have to be willing to put in that effort if we want to get to that certain destination and that certain point. So you have to be aware of that. Are you willing to put yourself out there, do more than maybe necessary right now in order for us to get to that point that you want to get to? Luck on your side, okay? Be mindful and present in the moment. If you're busy daydreaming, worrying about the future, or regretting the past, the chances are that you'll be missing out on a lot of opportunities to get lucky. Once these thoughts take over our mind, they can really consume all of our attention. It might just be one way for us not only to notice what life has been offering, but also make sure we don't miss being too good either. So there's going to be times that we are thinking about the past and we are thinking about the future. But when we're doing that, we're not in the present state of mind. We're either worrying or regretting. Both of those are not going to help us with where we are today and where we're trying to get to. We're taking so much energy, thought away from what we could be doing in order to advance us to where we want to be. So let me know if that makes sense. And Maria says, yes, I get it. All right, there we go. So Maria, appreciate you jumping in. So we have to be able to breathe deep, control what is happening in those thoughts. And we spoke on this, I believe, in week 2 about these thoughts. Allow them to pass, recognize that they are there, and continue to push forward. You're going to have those thoughts. You're going to have those moments of insecurity. You're going to have those moments where you thought, I made a terrible mistake. You're going to have those moments where you're thinking, how is this going to work out? Allow that thought to pass, but then go ahead and get right back in the present. Stay focused on what you can control right now. That's going to allow you to not be so caught up in all of the extra things going on around you that you're not going to be able to control. Okay? So let's try to focus on that if we can. And finally, I think this is the last point that I put together this morning. It's going to be, let me exit over here. I was trying to make sure I was good on that end. Avoid stress, right? So many people stress themselves out unnecessarily. They spend all of their time and energy trying to fix the things that we don't like about work, school, home life, or anything else, instead of just dealing with it as man. We'll never be truly happy until we give up on making things perfect for ourselves. We have to stop being so hard on ourselves and learn how to live a little bit more peacefully by taking care of our mental health before other parts take over too much of it. Stress is bad enough, but when we combine with depression, it's even worse because those two together will likely last forever. So again, the personal story. So when COVID hit and we had to shut down the gym and try to figure things out, that's when immediately I started getting more stressed out, and stress was coming in there and anxiety was kicking in. Had a moment of trying to figure out how can we get things going back again? How do we make sure that we don't lose our business? How do we make sure that we keep those that have been coming to the gym and depend on us and need us to stay ahead? How do we keep them right there for us? How can we take care of them and how can we keep them going? So my stress usually comes in the form of thinking about others and trying to make sure that I'm taking care of them. And I feel like if I'm not able to do so, on my stress. But I have to remember to focus on what I can control and in the present moment. So for us, that was okay. We're not able to get into the gym. We're not able to keep the doors open right now. But what can we do? And we started doing online workouts and putting different things together on Facebook, Instagram, and all of that. Just making sure that we're staying in contact with people, writing, texting, email, calls. That is what I was able to do. And when I focused, even though things may still have been chaotic around me, I was not consumed with that level of stress because I wasn't even thinking about it. It wasn't even something that was just sitting there on my mind. So something that we have to be able to do. Can we jump out of this current situation when we're thinking about what's going on down there or what has happened? Can you focus on right now, today, what you do right today in order for things to be better for you down the road? Okay, so that is where the luck is going to come in place for us. Listen to that gut. Recognize that if you put the work in, then things will work out in our favor and things will get better. If you want to experience more luck in your life, give yourself more chances to be lucky. And the way we give ourselves more chances to be lucky is we continue to put ourselves out there and we continue to work hard and grind. Okay, so I appreciate you guys jumping on as usual. Thank you. I hope you have yourself a fantastic day. If you're watching this right now, hit that follow, the like, the subscribe button, and make sure to share this with people so that our community continues to grow and that these videos get put out to those that hits their news feed, their messages, wherever it can get hit for somebody to get on here and continue to live their best life. So I appreciate you guys, motivators. Thank you for jumping on. As always, be better than yesterday, and we'll